In this video, we're going to show you how to write a business opportunity proposal with Proposal Kit. Now, business opportunity proposals can mean countless things, and many of those types of proposals are also specialty proposals. So we've got lots of videos that will cover different kinds of specialty proposals for different industries and so on that would be just as applicable. So a business opportunity proposal in this context is something a little more general that could be applicable to lots of different kinds of industries or situations. So for example, a joint venture proposal or the sale of a business and its assets or an investment type proposal. And we've got videos on investing type proposals as well. So everything will be applicable. Now, if you look at our website, we actually have an article, How to Write a Business Opportunity Proposal. And this article will go into some more details with some examples. And you see a list of all the sample proposals that are included in every proposal pack. So you can see we have an example of a joint venture, we have an example of selling a business and its assets and so on, and a bunch of others. So some of these are actually covered in specialty videos, say ranching, supply, or beauty salon, intellectual property. Those will be covered in other videos, and they're also applicable to this video. And if you scroll down, we've got some links to some design themes. Now we have like 500 design themes to pick from. We have a plain design theme with no extra logos and graphics. With our professional edition, you can brand the documents with your own custom design theme using your own pictures and logos and so on. And we have videos that cover how to do all that. So we're going to illustrate this first business opportunity proposal using our multimedia number 5 design theme, and we'll show a joint venture proposal. So whenever you're going to create a document, proposal, business plan, whatever, you're going to click this Document Projects button. And we'll click the Add New Project. Now we'll click the Pick Documents button, and this is where you're going to pick all the pages that will make up your proposal. Now you have thousands of chapter templates to pick from, and you can get to all the thousands of chapters, through these categories. These checkboxes you'll see here are the 40 most common templates a lot of people use for proposals. Now for a joint venture, we have some pre-made lists of chapters. If you go over to this Quick Start tab, so we can do a search. We can do a search on the word joint venture, or we can just scroll down alphabetically, and we have hundreds and hundreds of layouts here. And we can pick the joint venture proposal layout. This will tell us the number of chapters out of the thousands available that will make up this layout. And if any of these quick start layouts actually happen to be related to our library of samples, because we also have a sample of a joint venture proposal, it will give you the option to import that sample content as well. So we'll say yes to that. So now our project is loaded with 16 chapters for a joint venture, and we can add additional chapters to this layout because everybody doing a joint venture proposal is going to do it differently. No two people are ever going to use the same list of chapters for two different joint venture proposals. So once you've imported that list, you can go over to the Add Templates, you can go to the Search by Name, and you can add additional chapters to this layout. You can change the order of these chapters. Once you're done selecting all the chapters, you can just click the OK, Use Selected Templates button. We're back at the project screen. And you can use the company data, client data screens to fill in your name and address information. So we have ours pre-filled with our name and address here. And your client data, that's going to be whoever you are writing the proposal to, we'll just pre-fill this with dummy client. And when we have all of our templates selected, all of our options, all of our company and client data, when we click the OK Save Project button, it's going to build the actual Word document. So at this point, it's going to assemble those 16 chapters into a single Word document. It's going to pull in the joint venture sample content. It will merge in the name and address information and apply any other customizations we've set up. All right, now this document's been created. We'll open it up, take a look at it. And you can see the name, address information from our company and client data screens has been imported here. This is the sample content that was pulled in. And you can see the multimedia number 5 design theme here with name and information we put into the company and client data screens merged in. The table of contents and the list of chapters that we imported for the joint venture. And things like this URL here, this will be your information. You can customize that with whatever you entered. And this is all editable text, so anything you import in, you can edit. You can change these pictures out using just words, features to change the pictures. You can edit the text. It's all customizable. And you can see the chapters. Now this executive summary, this was an additional chapter added in using the quick start layout that wasn't part of the original sample. So this is an example of a fill in the blank type page. And these other pages are pulled in from the actual sample. So this is an example of a business opportunity proposal using a specific design theme and a specific set of chapters and a specific sample. And there are countless ways you can create your own variation on this type of proposal using a proposal kit. Now we'll illustrate a second type of business opportunity proposal. And we'll just show a different design theme as well. Now you'll note we have 500 plus design themes. We actually have them all loaded into our demo here, so whichever one or ones you've purchased will be selectable in this drop-down list. And we're going to illustrate the bullseye number 4 design. And we'll illustrate the sale of a business and its assets proposal. So just like before, we'll click the Document Projects button, add a new project. And just like before, we'll go to the Quick Start tab, and we happen to have a sale of a business and assets layout and sample. And I'll just import this, and you can see it's a different list. So this time we have 18 chapters, and the chapter list is completely different from the joint venture. We'll import those, and it's going to tell us there's a sample as well, so we'll import the sample content. So here's our 18 pages for this type of proposal. And again, we can go over to the Add Templates, we can go to the Search by Name, we can add additional chapters, reorder them, remove chapters, and once we're done, click the OK Save Project, and just like before, go to the company data screen, fill that in with your information, and the client data, and we'll just pick the same client. And you'll note I've been unchecking the Excel dynamic link checkbox here. And this is an expert edition feature where in any financial pages, cost summaries, estimates, invoices, cost benefit analysis, any of our chapters that have financial information, you can actually link those to the cells of an Excel spreadsheet, so you can do your calculations in an Excel spreadsheet, which we also include which will be copied into your project. And as you update the Excel spreadsheet, it will automatically update the totals into the Word document. So just for demo purposes, we're unchecking that to make the demo a little faster. And if you're using our basic novice editions of the individual proposal packs, the financial pages are just plain text Word tables, and you'll just fill in the numbers, line items manually in a Word document. But you'll still have Excel spreadsheets available to do calculations in. Okay, so we've selected our chapters, we've filled in the company and client data, click the OK Save Project, and we will build another business opportunity document. All right, now this second document's been created. We'll open this one up, take a look at it. And you can see, just like before, we got the name and address merged in. We have different sample content pulled into the cover letter. And you can see this is our bullseye number 4 design theme. And again, it's merged in the company and client information into the cover. Our table of contents with a different set of chapter templates. And just like before, we have a series of chapters that are pulled in from both the sample content and extra pages added in from the Quick Start list. So a lot of times with our samples, when we've put them into the Quick Start list, we've added additional chapters to give you additional things to think about. So when additional chapters are added, then those will be fill in the blank chapters. And you can see a financial chapter here, your investment. If you look over in the calculator spreadsheets, this layout has used 2 templates that use spreadsheets. So you can see there's 2 Excel spreadsheets to use here. We can open those up. And using the Expert Edition, you can actually link the cells in these spreadsheets directly into the cells of the Word document. And you have these calculators available. You can do all your calculations here and then enter them into the Word document. And here's the financial statement. You can see it's merged in our name and address information, whatever you put into the company and client data screen. You can see the table layout will match the calculator spreadsheet, because normally you're not going to put every fine detail of a calculator spreadsheet into the proposal. You're going to just put the important information in. And you're going to have a nicer looking layout than if you were just pasting in a spreadsheet. And that is how you can create a business opportunity type of proposal, whatever type of proposal that is in your situation, using Proposal Kit. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and click subscribe to keep up on the latest proposal writing tips with Proposal Kit.